Hi, I'm Maria from Crochet A to Z and welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please push that subscribe button. If you have, thank you also for being here. Thank you for also all being here. And please do subscribe. Today I want to show you this great stitch. I fell in love with this. It's called the Triangle Trains stitch. And this looks like little trains going along. And it's a really great stitch. It's great for beginners. And it's great for someone that wants to do something different, and this is a great stitch for it. You can make a lot of things with this, afghans, you can make baby afghans, you can make lapkans, you can make shawls, you can make a lot of stuff with this, boot cuffs, and I want to show you just how easy this stitch is to make. And again, it's called the Triangle Trains stitch. What you have to do with this stitch, you have to crochet. You have to do a chain of 4 plus 2. So you have to do 4 plus 4 plus 4 until you get to your desired width, and then you have to add 2. In this tutorial, what I'm going to do, and in this particular, I did 24 plus 2. So I want to show you how to make this. And it's really, again, it's a really easy stitch. It's a fun stitch to make, and I just love the name. So what you have to do is you have to, again, multiple of 4 plus 2, and I chained, again, 24 plus 2. I decided that I wanted the beginning and the end to look cleaned up. So I did a half double crochet. Now you can start it and finish it with a half double crochet, a double crochet, or a single crochet. That's totally up to you. These are my chains for people that are new, and this is my working chain. At the end is my slip knot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the first, second chain from the hook, and I'm going to do 1, 2, I'm going to do a half double crochet. And like I said, that's up to you. It's up to you how you want to do this. This is what I decided I wanted to use, the half double crochets. So I'm doing this along. I have tutorials on half double crochets, single crochets. Again, you yarn over, you go into the chain, you pull up a loop, you yarn over, you pull through 3. Yarn over, go into the chain, you pull up a loop, you yarn over, you pull through 3. And that is your half double crochet. And you go right along. And for those that are following, I go slow so you can follow along. I go slow so that you know at the end what you have to do. I want to make this as easy a tutorial to follow as possible. I want you to be able to watch it and say, okay, I know what you did. Take down your notes in a journal. If you don't have one, get one. And there will be a giveaway on a journal. So if you want to make a comment, please feel free to do so, because from the comments, I will be picking out someone that will win a free journal that I will be sending out to you. So please feel free to make comments, ask questions, because that will put you in the run for a journal. Also, you have to be a subscriber for that particular, for that as well. So this is what you do right to the very end. And this is, when I tell you, this is such a pretty stitch. And I will be making a few things with it. There's a couple of things that I'm going to look into and making, and if I like them, and I really think you're going to like them, I'm going to show you how to make them, because what I do is I check out these stitches, I make things with them, and I will be putting tutorials out on most, if not all, of the stitches that I have put out there. So just to let you know, I like to check them out, and then I like to make things with them. I figure out something that would be great to make, and then I will put out a tutorial. And what I've got to do now here is I've got to take this little knot out of here so that we can keep moving along. And this is the crocheters. I'd rather have a knot than have two pieces of yarn together any day. So now we're going to chain with, this is all your half double crochets that we did, and I want to show you. We're going to chain 1. Okay? That chain 1 counts as nothing. We're going to turn our work. In that same spot, we're going to make a single crochet right in that same spot. Again, that chain 1 counts as nothing. Okay? After we make the single crochet, we're going to chain 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3 chains, and in that 4th chain, we're going to make another single crochet. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3. Skip 1, 2, 3. In the 4th, a single crochet. Chain 1, 2, 3. Skip 1, 2, 3. Single crochet in the 4th again. Chain 1, 2, 3. Now 1, 2, 3. 4th single crochet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. In the 4th, we're going to make a single crochet. Chain 1, 2, 3. Skip 1, 2, 3. In the last stitch, we're going to make a single crochet. Now, once we've done that, and we've made all our single crochets after we've chained, so we did chain 3, okay? Now we're going to, when we repeated this across, right? And you single crochet in the last place, you're going to chain 1, 2, 3. You're going to turn your work. This is where it gets really interesting and fun. In that same space, we're going to make 3 double crochets. And that chain 3 does count, just to let you know. Okay, and then we're going to do that. Now, we're going to go in here and we're going to make, where that single crochet is, right here, we're going to make a slip stitch. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3. We're going to go into that same spot and we're going to make 3 double crochets right in there. And one more. Again, your chain 3 matters. You're starting to make your trains that are riding on this track. Let's just think of it that way. Right in here where you made your single crochet, you're going to make a slip stitch. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3. You're going to go right back in there and you're going to make 3 double crochets. And your trains are kind of looking like, oh, they're moving forward, but they got a little bit of a tilt to them. And that's what they're supposed to do. There it is. It's on that track. Just think of your trains being on a track. Right in this single crochet, you're going to make another slip stitch. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3. And you're going to go right back in there and you're going to make 3 double crochets. And this is a 2-row repeat. So you make another one because you always remember that that chain 3 also counts. So now your train is moving forward. You're going to go into that single crochet and make a slip stitch. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3. You're going to go right back in there and you're going to make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And the train is on that track. It's moving forward. There's your little track that it's on. So now that track is that chain 3, and then you did your single crochet below. That's the train track that it's on. So now in that single crochet, you're going to do a slip stitch. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3. You're going to go right back in there. I'm going to pull that so you can see it. And you're going to do your 3 double crochets. And yes, you're going to do this right across to whatever length or width you have your garment, your whatever you're making. See, there's your trains. And then in the very end here, you're going to make right here in the very end of that last stitch, you're going to make right here, you're going to make a single crochet. So let me show you. I want you to be able to see it. You're going to make a single crochet right in there. I like to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. Now this is what we're going to do from here on in. So see, I want to show you. Here it is. Here's your train going along. And I really love this stitch. So now what we're going to do is you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. You're going to turn your work around. And now here's your train, the back end of your train. I want to show you. That's your chain 3. That's your 1. And you count all your different parts of the train. At the very top of this chain, double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, chain 3. If you turn it around, see your chain 3? It's looking at you from the opposite side. So what you're going to do here is at the very top of that chain 3, right at the tippity top, you're going to do a single crochet. And you're going to chain 1, 2, 3. You're going to be making your tracks again. Let me just put it that way. That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be making your tracks. Just think of it. This is your train. This is your track. This is your track. These are your trains. So now what you're going to do is at the top of this chain 3, you're going to go at the very top and you're going to make a single crochet. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and you're going to move on to your next caboose or your train. Then when you do that, you're going to go to the top of that, once again, the tippity top, and you're going to make a single crochet. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3. You're going to go to your next caboose, your next train. You're going to go right in there and you're going to make a single crochet. You're going to keep doing this right across. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3. You're going to go to your next train. You're making your tracks and you're going to go to the top of that and you're going to make a single crochet and you're going to chain 1, 2, 3. There are lots of 3s in this pattern. So now you're going to go to the very end of that stitch, and you're going to go to the top of that, the very end, and you're going to make right there your single crochet. See your track? There's your track. There's your little cabooses. They're great. So now what's going to happen is you're going to repeat row 2. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and you're going to turn your work. And in here, you're going to make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Your train is now coming onto the tracks. Into this top of the single crochet, right here, you're going to make a slip stitch. The only place that is different is when you begin this. You're going to chain, you made your slip stitch right where the single crochet was. Now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1, 2, 3. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go back in there and you're going to make your double crochets. You're going to make your trains, your triangle trains. And here they go again. Now, at where that single crochet is, you're going to make a slip stitch right there. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3. You're going to make 3 double crochets. That chain 3, it counts. It's part of your train. See, your train's going along. It's going on that track. That's where it's got to be. Right here in your single crochet, you're going to make another slip stitch. Chain 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to go back in there and you're going to make 3 double crochets. I absolutely fell in love with this stitch because I just think it's just so pretty. Now in your single crochet, you're going to make a slip stitch. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3. So just remember that you're going to make your track and then you're going to make your trains or your cabooses, whatever you want to call them. You make you put your track down, then you get your train on your track. So now you're in here, you're going to make 3 double crochets because you're building this train. And your 3 double crochets and your chain 3 is your train. Now we're going to go into your next, right in there, and you're going to make a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3. You're going to do a double crochet, another double crochet, and another double crochet. So on your train will always have your chain 3 and your 3 double crochets. Now what's going to happen is where you made that chain 6, you're going to find a middle ground. And when I say middle ground, I'm saying you get a chain 6. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. And in that third chain, you're going to do the top of the third chain. You're going to do a single crochet. So you're going to go in there and you're going to just do a single crochet. And this is your train and your tracks. So now we're going to repeat again. We're going to repeat because now we're going to make our track again. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to turn our work around, and now we're going to go to the top of this, because we're looking at it the opposite way, the top of this chain 3. At the very top of the chain 3, we're going to do a single crochet. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3. We're going to do the next, and we're making again. I put it this way so we're going to make our train track again. So see, we're going to do a single crochet at the top of that single crochet right there. We're going to do, or should I say, the top of the chain 3, we're going to do a single crochet. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3. We're going to go to the next caboose, and that's the chain 3. We're going to go to the top of that, and we're going to do a single crochet. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3. We're going to go to the next one, and we're going to do a single crochet at the top of that chain 3. We're making our tracks for our next row of cabooses. Then, see where we made our single crochet? We're going to chain 1, 2, 3. If you forget the chain 3 step, you're going to know, because you're not going to be able to kind of get there, and your track will be broken. So that's the way I put it. So that's the way I think of this when I think of this single crochet at the top of that chain 3. Chain 1, 2, 3. It can be confusing because you've got a lot of different, you got a lot of chain 3s, and then you got that chain 6, but you'll get used to doing this, and you'll know that row 2 and row 3, row 2 and row 3. This is the chain 6 one, so this is row 3. So now what you're going to do is you're going to do a single crochet at the end. So now you're going to make your cabooses or your trains. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3. you're going to turn your work around, and in that top of that, where you made that chain 3, that counts, you're going to go in and you're going to do your first train. And that chain 3 starts your train. And it always, like I said, it counts. So now you're going to go with single crochet is, and you're going to do a slip stitch. Right there, you're going to chain 1, 2, 3, and you're going to make 3 double crochets. Then you're going to go to the next one. Oh, there's another one. And that single crochet, a slip stitch, chain 3, make 3 double crochets, and if you can use any kind of yarn you want. If you want a lacier effect to this, you can actually use a different yarn, you know, so depending on and weight of yarn. So now we're going to go right in here where the single crochet is, and we're going to do another slip stitch. So you can, you know, if you want a lacy effect, this would even make a pretty tablecloth or runner, quite frankly. This is such a pretty stitch. I'm going to do some experimentation with this stitch, and I'm thinking a couple of things that we can make for projects with this stitch, and as soon as I get it all together, I will be posting it, so we'll do a follow along. It'll be great. So now we're going to go in here, and again, we're going to make a slip stitch in that single crochet. We're going to chain 1, 2, 3. We're going to go right in there and make 3 more double crochets. So sorry about that. I do love this yarn. It has a really nice effect to it. I can't, it has a really pretty. So again, here we go, right in here where the single crochet is, we're going to make a slip stitch, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do 3 double crochets. I try to do enough of rows on here so that you can follow me. I hope it's not too long, but I do that on purpose so that it gives you enough to follow. Again, 1, 2, 3, you go to the 3rd chain and you do a single crochet in that chain 6. Now, again, you're going to do the next row, which is row 3. So row 2 and row 3, you're going to repeat. So you're going to do chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to turn your work around. Your cabooses are facing, or your train is facing the opposite way. So your chain 3 is on the opposite way. At the top of that chain 3, you're going to go right in there at the top of that chain 3. And you're going to do a single crochet. You're going to chain 1, 2, 3. These are your tracks. You're going to go to the top of that, and you're going to do right in there a single crochet. Chain 1, 2, 3. Go at the top of that chain 3, and you're going to do another single crochet, and you're going to do 1, 2, 3. You're building your tracks. Top of that chain 3, because your work is turned over, you're going to do right at the top of that chain 3 a single crochet, chain 1, 2, 3. You're going to go into the next one. You're going to do a single crochet. And sometimes it can be hard to get in there. Don't get discouraged or say, oh, I can't get in there. It's kind of hot. That's okay. That's not a problem. And you do a single crochet. Chain 1, 2, 3. And then you go into this last one, the end of your caboose or whatever you want to look at it, your train, and you do a single crochet. Now, my suggestion is that when those are your train tracks, so these are your cabooses, those are your train tracks. So when you get to the end, I say you end the rows with these 2 final rows. When whatever you're going to make, you end it with this here, and then you can chain 1. You can turn your work around. That chain 1 counts as nothing, and you can do half double crochets right across this to end the work the way you started it. So you can do a half double crochet right across what I call your track, and just do half double crochets right across. So if you say you make a scarf with this, after you're done and you say you're at the very end and you don't want to make it any longer, you just, into each chain, you make a half double crochet right along, and it finishes your work. And I'm going to show you what I mean. See the half double crochet? Like on here, those are your half double crochets, and you just go right along on your train track, because that's the way it started. It started with the half double crochets, then you had to make your track to put your cabooses on, or your train. So at the very end, you finish the way you started. If you started with double crochets, you finish it. To me, it gives it a cleaner look. It's up to you if you want to do it this way. If you want to end with this, just that is fine. I ended it with this because I just thought it gave it a better and a cleaner look. But that's up to you. And that's what I mean by that. And you go right across like I did with this one. I went right across and I made the half double crochets. So this is the stitch, and again, it's called, and I'll put it like this so you can see them both. I think this is such a pretty stitch, and I just loved making it. And I am going to do some patterns with this. I'm going to kind of go around and see what we can do, and so that we can make a project together with this particular stitch. So again, this is the triangle trains stitch, and it's really a pretty stitch. So this is Maria from Crochet A to Z. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please push the like button, as well as please subscribe. I want to thank you for being here. I hope you're all safe wherever you are. There's so much going on in the world, and we support each other and hope that everyone is safe wherever you are. And again, it's Maria from Crochet A to Z. Please have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.